Hi everyone, Bruno Recommends Records here, and today I'm going to show my January acquisitions, buys, finds, whatever you guys, boys and girls, want to call it, okay? So let's go along with this. I have it by alphabetical order to be easier. Some were bought on a shop, or better, they were traded on a shop. If you watch a certain video, you know what I mean, because I'm gonna refer the three records from that same video, and the rest was ordered through Discogs. And most of this stuff actually it's related with the 90s because I felt like this urge of listening to stuff from the 90s that I used to listen when I was a teenager that I still haven't got on vinyl. And there's still lots and lots of stuff that I used to listen during the 90s on CD or recorded to a tape that I still don't have. So probably this year I'm going to be trying to get most of those 90s stuff and different genres, different artists, and see what I can do. Okay, so let's go for the first acquisition, which is and I'm following the advice of um, Vinyl Richie. Vinyl Richie advised. And I think when someone like Vinyl Richie advises something, you should listen and take his advice. So no, no taking out from the sleeves. I have everything put aside. So let's try to do this in one go, okay? Or the closest possible. First acquisition, Aphex Twin, single, uh, Come to Daddy. Sorry, I was missing the name. Come to Daddy, the single. This was put out only on a single. It came out on Warp Records. This is a UK OG 1997 press. So it just has this on the back, and I'll show you how the record is, which is in pretty good condition, and I'll show to you. Let's see, with no reflection, something like this. There you go. So this was the first one, and I didn't have anything from Aphex Twin, so probably guessing from the thumbnail. Here we are. I hope no one gets offended. You see it has like the comic approach with Aphex Twin face, which is the single called Window Licker, sorry. And it's also a single, came on Warp Records. This is a UK OG from 1999. There you go. It has like this sticker. I think it was bought on like when Virgin was closing down their stores, and it has the price $2.99, which was a very good deal back then. Comes with the inner, which is just this yellow thing with a bunch of numbers. Very Aphex Twin. And I'm gonna take out the record to show you the condition, which has a few hairlines, but not something that bad. There's the label with Aphex Twin, and here Aphex Twin as well, doing like this thing like in the video. If you don't know the video, it's really funny. The songs, both songs included in these two singles, Come to Daddy and Window Licker, who were supposed to be like comic critique to what the music was putting out back then. It became probably his most sold records ever, I believe. So there you go. We're going for another 90s, in the end of the 90s, but still 90s. A London band, very jazzy, kind of mixing that housey jazz vibe, but they're like a band. I think they have a DJ, or they used to have a DJ, more sampling than anything else. The rest of the musicians were like a jazz band. This was called New Jazz back then. It's really chill out, but it has some kind of, I don't know, not really, they don't go to that kind of free jazz approach, but it has slight moments in this record that kind of touches what Miles Davis did with Bitches Brew. But the rest of the record is very repetitive, cycling riffs that develop. So it's kind of this progressive jazz, really, really chill most of the time, really, really cool. That's the back of the record. And this one came out, it's called Motion, sorry, came out on Ninja Tune and Form and Function labels. And this is a UK OG from 1999. The only thing that's missing is the inner, which was kind of a black and white information paper, and that's the only thing it's missing. But because of that, this was really a good bargain. So this is the label, and it's 2 records. It's a double album, not gatefold, unfortunately, which kind of always makes me like, I don't know why people put out double records without having a gatefold cover. Don't ask me why, but that like kind of pisses me off. This one I already showed on the video of MGK, and I kind of I'm gonna be honest, I didn't have this album from the Cramps, and I used his kind of push to a quadrillion subscribers thing to get this record, which I wanted for so long. So I'm talking about Big Bit from Badsville from the Cramps. I know this is a really hardcore cover. I hope no one gets offended. Well, they didn't care. There you go. You have Poison Ivy. And here, I think it's Poison Ivy still, and his Lux Interior in the floor doing his thing. Amazing band. Just love these guys. So this one is not an OG. The OG came out on CD with a different cover. They put out on LP, on vinyl with that cover later than this edition came. This edition came first on vinyl with this cover, let's say. And the 1997 has the cover that I just showed. The CD has a different cover. So it's on Big Beat Records. It's a reissue that comes on this white marbled, slight transparent, which is really beautiful. And it's an European version from 2013, and it sounds amazing. I think, if I'm not wrong, the Big Beat Records is the records associated with the Cramps. I don't know if it's their own record, but I think that it is. I should have searched before I did the video. Sorry about it. So the next one, we're going wide back in time, and there was 3 albums, iconic albums, related with Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong that I didn't have, and I listened so much on streaming. I have this one on CD. Actually, it's the only one I have on CD. So this is obviously Ella and Louis. It's His Master's Voice edition, Verve series, which was the original version that came out on UK. It was from His Master's Voice. It's a mono. It sounds amazing. It's an OG from 1956. Now, this record is in pretty good shape. I have one of the records I'm going to show from them. It's not so much in pretty good shape as you can see, pretty good. So this was on a trade. I got this one from a trade. I took lots and lots of records, and I came back with just a few records. This was one of them, which was they were selling for £40, so that's how much I didn't pay. So let's go for the next one, which is Ella and Louis again, but the first time it came out on UK, it was on a gatefold and double album. So what they did was Volume 1 and Volume 2, which was quite a thing that they did a lot back then. And it's also on the same label, His Master's Voice, Verve Series. So again, No G, UK from 1957. There you go. This is the back. And the record has the same label. I'm going to show it to you. I think this is the one from Ella and Louis I have in worse shape, but as you can see, you barely notice anything. It's pretty good. You notice when you put playing, it has some background noise, which I'm going to be honest, being the record as old as it is, it kind of gives it a certain charm, let's say. So then I had to get it online, the volume 2, obviously, to get all the songs. And there you go. Same label, same year. It's just volume 2. His Master's Voice. I'll take it out for you guys to see. Since I'm doing this Vinyl Richie style. I love Vinyl Richie, man. He's an amazing guy. He seems an amazing guy. So, and I follow his videos for quite a while. Who doesn't, isn't it? So, then we're going for Porgy and Bess. I had a Portuguese edition in Portugal, and it's like, I think, half the songs, and the cover is different. It's not as beautiful as this one. This one looks amazing. It's a second-hand one. I got it for quite a cheap price, but the goal was to have the booklet inside intact and still attached. So there you go. Have information and photos. Trying to do my best here, guys. There you go. I'm scared touching this because this is so old and it's still attached and I don't want to ruin it. Again, this is a double album. Same label, His Master's Voice. An OG Mono UK, and this is from 1959, the year that came out. I know it came out on Verve in the US, but these editions from His Master's Voice, trust me, they sound so powerful. The sound is so well equalized. I hope I'm saying the word correctly. It's the balance of everything. It's amazing, and it just feels sometimes that you have the musicians playing in your house, man. It's really, really cool. So next one, I got an OG from this record last month, or related with the December acquisitions, but I got an OG and it was in really bad shape. But it cost me really, really cheap. It was like about £7 or £8. But this is a reedition from Fela Kuti and Africa 70. The record is a live record. It's just one song, the first song he played on a show that was televised back then, live in Berlin, and it's called VIP, Vagabonds in Power, which is probably my favorite record from Fela Kuti, or at least the one I listen the most. There you go, back cover. So this came like with the plastic. I had to cut it out and take it out. I don't like keeping the plastic outside, man. For me, I have bad experiences with it. But anyone, I know it kind of ruins the value of the record, but I'm not thinking on selling it. I'm thinking on being on my collection and or my record library and play it as much as I can. So I played this a few hours ago, actually. It doesn't sound as strong as the first one, but the the label is exactly a replica from the first edition from 1979, but it sounds just a bit lower than the original one, but it's cool. It doesn't have, so this was brand new. This is brand new, so yeah, it sounds amazing. So this is from Jofa Bro Records and Kneading Factory Records. It's a reissue, obviously, stereo US from 2019. And you guys can get, if you live in UK, like Fela Kuti, and you wish like to buy some records from him, this one is on sale for £15 with the shipping costs included or something like that. So check it out. It's really worth. I totally advise. So this one, it wasn't supposed to be this one. So I ordered a Big Brother and the Holding Company with Janis Joplin, obviously. This is their first record, which is more psychedelic than blues. I wanted the other one, the most well known, with the Robert Crumb cover, and it was supposed to be a US stereo edition, gatefold, and I was quite happy because there was no one else selling it here in UK, at least through Discogs, and I thought, oh, what a deal. But the seller made a mistake, so he put the wrong album on sale. So this was the only one from Big Brother and the Holding Company that he had. So I got this on the mail. I opened it, so I went straight to Discogs, text a message to the guy. But he was quite nice. He admitted the mistake and he said, "Oh, you know what? My mistake. Keep the money, keep the record." So there you go. It sounds amazing, actually. This is not a mono, unfortunately. The monos are more expensive and more rare to find for a good price. So this one, let me check my notes. Big Brother, where it is. And this came on Mainstream Records. It's a stereo Terre Haute pressing. OG US from 1967, the year that came out. And it sounds pretty good. It's a VG, between a VG Plus. It has some background noise, but nothing that you can't stand. So I said that this was in alphabetical order. I put this in the J's because of Janis Joplin. Don't ignore me, okay? I know it's Big Brother in the Holding Company. So it should have been earlier. So the next one is an American Prayer. I think I used for a tag or something like it. Yes, I did it with with Canadian Stud Muffin, his contest for his 20 years. So I used this one and the Janis Joplin one on his tag. I didn't have the two albums, and it was like an excuse because I had the whole discography from the Doors, including this one with Jim Morrison with the Doors back in Portugal, but I think they were all Portuguese or Spanish editions that doesn't sound as good as the US and UK. So because I moved in, I left lots of records in Portugal, and I ended up giving my Doors collection to a friend of mine, which is Pedro Caramel. If he watches this, big hug, brother, to you. And he listens to them a lot. Good for him. And so I'm still reacquiring everything from the Doors. And finally, I have at least the Jim Morrison American Prayer, which I really love. It's an iconic album. The cover, as you can see, it's not in the best shape of the world. This was quite a bargain, let me say. And you have the iconic photo, but this one comes with 3 bonus tracks, which is Babylon Fading, Bird of Prey, and the Ghost Song extended version. So yeah, obviously this is not an OG. I think the OG is from 1978. This came out, let me check, Elektra. It's a limited edition, reissue, remastered, gatefold, European version from 1995. And it's not bad. It has quite a few hairlines, and you can see some. It has a little bit of background noise, but nothing that affects really the sound to the point where it's unlistenable. So I have also a promo from this record, US promo. The problem is there was a seller here in UK selling it for quite a cheap price, and I got the bargain. And the thing was, he didn't have the cover. It's only the record, but it says that the record it's near mint. The problem was he sent it to Scotland. He made a mistake with with my address. Don't know why, because he's from England, as me. But I already spoke with him, and he said as soon as the record arrives, he sends me the record to the right address. And I said that he was really sorry. These things happen. So when people are nice, I'm fine with it. Okay. Next one. This was quite a bargain. An album that I wanted to have for a long, long time. John Spencer Blues Explosion Orange with this silver shiny cover. The catch is I bought this for 20 quid, 20 pounds. The catch was the record was warped and it affected the listening in some songs. And it really did. So it was a risk I took. I listened to it and it was like even with the counterweight over the record, which usually fixes the warping problem. Because I don't have that many warped records, and the ones I have are slightly warped. But this one, when you put it out, you could see the warp. And when you put it playing, it was like, whoa, it was a carousel. So I was like, oh, hell, what have I done? The second catch is that doesn't bring the inner, which is only a photo of the trio on one side, and on the other side, it has like a small lettering saying orange. That's it. So I'm fine with that. But that's why I bought it. This is an OG picture disc US from 1994 that came out on Matador label. Look at this beauty. So it's a picture disc. So this silver thing was put like the same way that usually you do on a picture disc, but it seems painted or sprayed instead of being like the picture disc kind of way they do stuff. And as you can see, it's not that worked anymore. And it sounds amazing because I already tried. What did I do? You know, my box sets are not like on vertical. They're on the top of each other on two cubes that I have because I don't have too many box sets. So what I did was for almost a month, the record stayed inside another cover sleeve, an old one, from a record that I bought for £1 on a thrift shop or charity shop, and it worked because I know that there are some guys, you can check them on YouTube for the people who live in UK, that they have the proper machine to unwarp the records, but that goes with the heating process, and I didn't want any heating on this record because this seems to be painted, so the heating could affect it. So it was only a weight solution, and that's what I did. I put carefully the record, then I start putting layers of box sets over it carefully. It stayed and it looks amazing. So if you guys haven't tried it before, this technique, I don't assume any responsibility. With me, it worked. Okay, so 20 quid for a record that people are asking for 50 quid here in UK. The difference is it might bring the inner sleeve, but there are people online asking for the condition of my cover, my outer cover, and the oh gosh, sorry guys, and the state of the record, the condition of the record. Sorry, I was missing the word once again. There are people asking for $200. So they're in US, man. So totally insane. So it was a good deal. I wanted this record for so long. I also love Acme, but Acme is another store. It can go quite expensive. So maybe one day I get like a good bargain. This one, Presidents of the United States, which I have on CD, but I wanted to have this record on vinyl for so long. And obviously, I had to think, you know what, getting an OG from this, it's going to be impossible unless I buy 100 and something pounds. So I was like, well, let me see if there's any reeditions that have good reviews or decent reviews being sold out. And so this is a reedition that came out on last year. This is the self-titled album from the President of the United States of America, and it comes on Puza Music, which is their own label. So, and their own label has quite a good reputation in terms of sound, and I listened to the record and really it sounds pretty good. It doesn't sound amazing, but it sounds pretty decent, so I'm pretty happy with it. It's a reissue, obviously remastered. It comes on neon yellow, and it's a US edition that came out last year. Just like I said, I'm going to show you the record and the label, and there you go. This is it. I'm not very much into colored records, but if the solution in terms of money, it's the cheapest one and it has good reviews, I'm fine with it. Now, this was quite a good deal. There's only another guy selling this one in UK for about the same price, but because I got this on that trade, I didn't pay anything. So it costs around £50, but it's more rare to see it being sold in here than going more expensive than that. But it goes more expensive than that. In some countries, it can go for 100 and something pounds. So this is the first album from the Super Suckers, which is a Seattle band, garage rock, a little bit punkish. Well, garage rock, you know what I mean. So yeah, between the punk and the rock and roll. So that's the best way to describe it. The Smoke of Hell. I really love this album, and this is a cover that was done by Daniel Close, which is if you like comic books, graphic novels, is really well known for a graphic novel called Ghost World that has a movie adaptation. He directed it with Scarlett Johansson. So there you go, an album that I wanted for so long, and I found out an OG. This is an OG. So it's on Sub Pop label. It's brownish pink smoke because there's other color variations from the record. OG US, as I told you, from 1992, and it sounds amazing. I already put it playing out, and there you go. So this is the brownish pink smoke. Amazing record. Amazing record. So the finish, I've got two more. Hope you're enjoying the video if you make it this way. So there's this band that I love the whole career, bits and bobs, but the first two records, which is the lineup that includes the bass player that went out, just got rid of the band, or he left by himself after those two albums. I don't know why, but somehow the sound of the band changed, and in my opinion they never did an album that I really like from top to bottom. But these two are completely bangers, all killer no filler, like the expression says. So I'm talking about Weezer. These are not OGs. The OGs can go really expensive, and the OG I wanted is, I think it's a UK edition. We has the full photo of them, so you have what's missing in the photo from their bodies. So, but that one is really expensive, and getting in a good condition, it's even more expensive, and I can find it in UK for sure. Although it's a UK edition. So this one, let me check my notes. It's Geffen Records Back to Black reissue. It's remastered. It's a European edition from 2016. The album originally came out on 1994. I still remember when I watched the video of Buddy Holly for the first time, and it comes with the poster like the original edition does. So pretty cool. I'll show you the record in a second. Just let me put just this away. Just this, okay? Just the poster inside the cover. Okay? If Vinyl Richie is watching, sorry, Mr. Richie, I failed on your advice. There you go. It comes on the blue label, but it's from Geffen. And last not least, we have Pinkerton, the second album. There you go. Also a re-edition. Geffen Records and Universal Music Group came on Back to Black. It's a reissue, 180 grams. It's a European edition from 2016. So it comes with the inner, no lyrics. They didn't like to have lyrics back then. I don't know if that changed with time. And this one comes with DGC Geffen Records Incorporated label, like some of Nirvana records. So there you go. These were my acquisitions. I have still more records over there that arrived, but I'm going to keep them for the February acquisition. So this one were all acquired before January ended. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you want to subscribe to the channel, I would appreciate it. If not, that's not a problem to me. So this is it. Maybe next week I'll do a tag that I wasn't aware about, and it sounds really cool. And that's it. I'm done. See you later, guys. Thanks very much.